Woo! We are here for Banlist Locals number 9. Adjust the face cam, move it up a little bit. Let's mute the stream so I don't hear myself. As much as I love the sound of my own voice, I don't need to hear it twice. Let me screenshot the bracket. Not the best turnout in the world, but got 6 people. So we'll have 2 rounds. Alright, self-record, Blaze! Begin! It is 07. There's still 3 minutes before any losses are going to be handed out. I will go ahead and say that though. 3 minutes until game loss. 8 minutes until match loss. I spelled loss with 3 S's, but don't worry about it. Anyway, we have Kaiba against Christine. We have set 1 pass from Self-Accord. We have Blaze activating Allure of Darkness, which does indeed allow you to draw 2 cards. And banish 1. Someday we'll have monsters that activate on banish. So, that'll be something. Gravekeeper's Recruiter normal summon. Activates Wonder Wand. What is this, 2019? Wonder Wand will activate, sending the recruiter to the grave, which allows you to once again draw 2 cards. Yes, because Wonder Wand activates first, resolves, then Gravekeeper's Recruiter activates in a separate chain after the resolution of that first chain, which then allows you to search for a second recruiter, another Allure of Darkness, draw 2 more cards. Blaze is going for the ultimate big brain play, the self deck out. That's right. We know how good self deck out is. It's the ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh strategy. It's how you play Master Duel events successfully. You kill yourself before your opponent can kill you. You get those free participation gems, and then you just leave. Arrive, deck out, leave. Another Allure of Darkness, drawing 2 more cards. Phenomenal. I have never seen this one's drawing in my entire life. Finally banishes a plasma and activates the spell card Polymerization to summon a very slow. Imagine a polymerization animation. It's a Dragoon. Woo. Any subs in chat, or do I have to do it? I'll do it. It's a Dragoon. Dragoon activates, targeting the phase down monster to destroy the Z metal tank, which is what it was. Activate Fusion Recycling Plant. You can find the Speed Duel ban list at the Speed Duel League Speed Duel League Discord. Blaze at end phase will recover plasma. Can somebody... the real Speed Duel ban list does not actually exist. This ban list is made by me because a real ban list does not exist. If a real ban list existed, I probably wouldn't have one. I don't know if that's what you meant when you said TCG. Anyway, Self-Accord will just set 2 pass. Blaze will summon Breaker. Breaker will be met with a Book of Moon to flipped face down. Dragoon probably activates effect here instead of attacking, I think. Yeah, they do really need to get on that. I absolutely 100% agree. There needs to be an official Speed Duel ban list. But we don't have that yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people in the community want something banned. I think like we have 90% agreement that Zoma needs to be limited or banned. But yeah, it hasn't happened yet. So hopefully someday. Very soon. Hopefully after the extravaganza, when they have information about how good Zoma is, and how good Cocoon is, and how good Parasite is, right? How good Spellproof is, maybe even, right? We'll see what happens. Cyber Dragon summoned, card set Future Fusion on the field. Attacks into Breaker. And that's it. Surf Cord risking the Dragoon popping off for 2100 damage here. Honestly, the Master Duel updates are pretty slow. And it's like, what? Is it 8 months or 9 months behind the TCG? Right? So, I don't know if I'd call something like that a priority. They really seem to still be focused on the main card game, the LCG and TCG. Yeah, 9 months. So, it's like, really, it's really still about the main card game that started 20 years ago. Yeah, now we have cross game too. The only thing other than the main card game that Konami's really spent a lot of time on, and this is because it probably has its own separate dedicated team, which I'm not sure Master Duel does at this point, which is really weird, right? Because Duel Links, we know 100% has its own team, which only focuses on Duel Links and doesn't do anything else, as we see a second Destiny and Dragoon. But yeah, Duel Links had this own team, right? So the question now is just with how slow Master Duel stuff is, do they even have their own Master Duel team? Is Blaze is going to choose to just attack here, and that's going to be enough to win game one. Double Dragoon, drew his entire deck in the first turn, and well, you know, that's always pretty good. Anyway, looks like we have we have to disqualify Flo from the Tournamente. So most unfortunate, but we're gonna have to just give Konaplosion the free win here. So Konaplosion, you may start to play Ursus whenever you want, and I'm gonna have to reduce the pot because I'm not gonna charge someone $2 for not playing. That's not fair. You know what? I won't reduce the pot. I will put in $2 of my own money to keep the pot at $12. All right? That seems fair. That seems fair to me. Let's do it. Wait. Flo just replied. Let me give a choice here. Do you want to play with the game loss for being late, or just save your entry for next time? Okay. Yeah, Flo will save the entry for next time, Ursus, and Kona, you can play whenever you want. Wait. Clarifying what game loss means. Oh, okay, hold on. Flo is in. I'll edit the result if it changes. Alright, go ahead and start whenever you can. I'm gonna just make sure that opponent knows here. Should be ready now, but you will start the game up 1-0. Okay. All right. Missed chat completely. Dungeon dice monsters fell off. Bot said something. Why would you semi-limit Aqua Enchantress on release? That's something Master Duel. I don't know what that means. I charge? Nah, I can't do that. But all's well. Flo is playing with a game loss, so you guys can go ahead and start whenever. Cross Duel is indeed a wacky game, and it looks like Silphicord finally got to resolve the Future Fusion Burial, a bunch of machine monsters effect, and has now entered main phase 1. We're still in game 2. I didn't miss an entire game. Looks like Fusion Party has already gone off. Dragoon has been outed. Yes, it has, by Defusion. Cool. Okay. I think I'm pretty much caught up on what happened. Union combination. YZ X. It's XYZ Dragon Cannon. The only missing piece here, yep, there's the W-Wing Catapult. Defusion will send, oh no, the XYZ returns to deck. Womp, womp. Anyway, Silphicord will pass turn over to Blaze here. But with the first Dragoon gone, can you draw the 3-card combo for the second Dragoon? Obviously, Blaze's deck does draw a lot of cards, so it is possible. It is absolutely possible. So let's see what happens here. Cross Duel is, from what I've understood, too, a wacky game, but the fact that it's fun to watch, does that mean it's good stream content? Because if it is, I might have to pick it up, huh? But it's not free-to-play friendly, is it? I don't want to like spend money on another Konami game. The Clash of Defusions, indeed. Can you show me the big machine, angry-looking guy in the extra for a second? Yes. Yes. Obviously, this is easier than you just having to look up the card. Terramaster isn't paying attention, so he'll think I'm cracked. Fool! I'm always paying attention, except when I'm not. I heard it's not free-to-play friendly. Yeah, then it's not something I could really go do right now. Right. Yeah, I don't. I just pre-ordered my my midterm boxes, so I don't plan on spending any more money on Konami, and except for the extravaganza, right, which is gonna cost some too. So I don't want to give Konami any more money right now. I think I'm good. They've taken enough, and they're going to take more. So have to level up your monsters. Oh, so is it like it's like not even Yu-Gi-Oh then? It's like weird. Like I don't even know what to like it's like Pokemon Unite, where it's like fake Pokemon, but like they have Pokemon in it. Is that what it is? Anyway, Kaiku, Wonder Wand, 2300. Do you send or do you attack? Kaiku is so good because you can get rid of the VW from the grave. No coaching, no coaching. Silphicord's response is everything you need to know. Yeah, because Chimera Tech would kill itself by killing Future Fusion. And then Silphicord would have to draw the one of the scramble to have a chance. Yeah, Duelist, I don't think I'd have fun playing that. If I'm being a real. Kaiku will attack for big 23, and we'll get to banish 2 monsters. Cyber Dragon and a W. Choosing not to banish the V Tiger Jet. Not even going for double Sidra. Kind of, I guess I kind of get it, right? Because Silphicord could be running Overload Fusion, which is a card. But honestly, if Overload Fusion does get drawn here, Silph does still get to summon a 2400 monster because the first Chimera tech will be summoned. It'll kill Future Fusion, which will kill itself. And then you do actually get the chance to summon the second Overdragon with the Overload Fusion, but obviously that's not something that happened. So that's the end of that game. Yeah, Pokemon's more like League of Legends than actual Pokemon, exactly. So it just has like Pokemon as the characters, but it's not actually a Pokemon game as we know it to be, right? Didn't expect to win, put this together for a laugh. Well, I mean, this is Banlist, so half the decks are put together for laughs. Understandable. Alright, put in that result and let's go watch the other game here, which actually happened. We have Blaze with picking up the win in that one. Blaze, you can start to play Ronwiz whenever you want. I'm going to go watch this first round match. They are side decking. So this is technically 1-1. Because Freak Show has a game loss for being late. Alright. Started playing Pokemon TCG and it's pretty good. You know, I've tried to get into Pokemon TCG like once or twice, but I think the issue I had with that again is just there's just so many cards. Like I really didn't know where to start, but I guess that would be to look up like, you know, YouTube videos or meta decks and things like that. But and where we have middle-aged mechs activating on your first turn. Makes sense. Cyber Dragon Spectra summoned. Asking if that's okay. We have Twisted Personality out here for Freak Show. Back row coming in from Cone Explosion, Bad Alex. Battle phase, Cyber Dragon will attack. Wall of Disruption, minus 800. Taking 200 damage. Ah, nice. Okay. It's always good when they give you products that are good enough to get started playing the game and actually be competitive. That helps a lot. Although if I ever had time to play Pokemon, I'd probably just like play Nuzlocke. Like I got like a good 30 minutes or so of Legends Arceus in last night. I might finally actually progress through that game. Anyway, DD Warrior Lady will attack in for 1500 direct here. Gear Town will be activated. Is this enough to normal summon a Ancient Gear Beast? Yes, it is. Ancient Gear Beast comes down, and by my estimation... Wait. I'm forgetting the ruling of whether or not this negates Warrior Lady. I think it does. Ah, yes, the 300 boost from the castle. Middle-aged Maxa skill, yep. And that's the turn. 2300 monster left on the field. Basically Colossalus, right? Yeah. Floodgate trap hole on the rocket. However, rocket will still search for the Blaze Accelerator. You know, funny enough, Ancient Gear Beast will actually be good even as we get like graveyard effect monsters, because if it kills a monster and sends it to the graveyard, it negates that monster's graveyard effect too. So that could actually come up as we start seeing more graveyard effects in Speed Duels. So that's just something to keep an eye on, right? Like Necro Gardna, right? If we get something like Card Trooper, you negate the draw. You know, obviously we already know it negates floaters, so just things like that. I can't really think of anything else that would obviously be coming up soon. Necrogardna would be really good for midterms. It's a warrior, right? It's a Rhoda target that has a graveyard effect. That's so good. Anyway, tribute summon for Ancient Gear Golem. We know this rocket, this face down card is a rocket, so that is some big piercing damage because this thing is at 3,300 right now. Wildfire will be activated on start of battle phase by Freak Show. At least I think it's start of battle phase. Chain Cosmic Cyclone. Pay 1,000 to banish that Blaze Accelerator. Because sending the Blaze Accelerator is not the cost for Wildfire. The 500 life points is Cosmic actually stops the Wildfire from resolving, allowing the Golem to attack directly into the rocket and deal big, huge damage. We do have 3 counters on Twisted Personality now. And this will allow Freak Show to actually just remove all 3 counters and pop this Ancient Gear Golem. Yeah, I mean, I understand the argument there of don't want to give stall decks more tools, but honestly, like, it doesn't go well with Zombina, right? It's just once per duel negate an attack per copy of the card. So, it's not even that great. Like, it's not even that good. It's just, like, it's okay. But one thing I found playing Viral Infection is you need cards that actually do something beyond just negate one attack. If negating one attack was so good, everyone would be on Wabaku. Do we even have Ron Wiz, Mike Steinman here? I don't know. I don't think Ron is watching the stream. But you can probably just ping Ron on Discord. Anyway, we saw tributed the mechs for something, which was then floodgated. Was that a golem or a beast? Someone want to tell me? I stopped paying attention for a second. Simply switch to Dimensional Alchemist stall. That also seems very bad. And too slow, honestly. Like, you're still only negating one attack per turn. You're relying on drawing Dimensional Alchemist to be able to recycle anything. Dimensional Alchemist is a bad card unless you recycle something absolutely insane, which you can actually combo off with. So, I don't think that's all that great. Moth still wins. Don't worry about it. Misplayed, but happens. Wait. Yep. Alright. Freak Show lost the match due to what was apparently a misplay. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your game for round 1. Sadly, due to a late appearance, we don't even get to watch game 3. However, we do get to watch round 2 matches, which are Blaze, Ron, or Ursus, and Konaplosion. Let's do it. Alright, we have Ursus. We have both matches starting. We just watched Bad Alex / Konaplosion. So let's go ahead and watch Ron and Blaze here. Since this looks like it's going to be a bit of a shorter tournament / stream, whoever gets to the bronze match, or whoever's in the finals, would you just wait for the bronze match to conclude first? And if you're in the bronze match, just go ahead and start as soon as possible. Hopefully somebody in the finals is on stream and heard me. So, I think Blaze hopefully heard me, and so did Ursus. So, Yeah, alright. Wonder Wand on the Recruiter. Think here, you can counter this obviously with either Dust Tornado, Cosmic Cyclone, or Book of Moon. There's the Cosmic Cyclone. Banishing the Wonder Wand, not allowing Blaze to draw 2. You know something else that's cool? You can also actually Fusion Party off the Recruiter for a Dangerous and then search a Recruiter. That's not bad. If we get more generic fusions, things like that might actually come up a lot. Anyway, Recruiter is just going to go in for 1200 here. Dimensional Alchemist also revives DD Warrior Lady. Yeah, but then the issue, again, is just, is it too slow? Right? Because it has to be destroyed, for one thing. And once your opponent knows you're on... what is the card called? Dimensional Alchemist. You saying coaching distracted me from my train of thought. Once your opponent knows you're on Dimensional Alchemist, we see Ronwiz actually using Future Fusion here to prep for a Dragoon. But once your opponent knows you're on Dimensional Alchemist, they're going to probably play around it, right? It has to be destroyed and sent to the graveyard. So while it recycles DD Warrior Lady, DD Warrior Lady also counters it, I'm pretty sure. Fusion Party, so you set up one Dragoon, you Fusion Party to summon the other. Attacking into this Recruiter is actually more damage than effect. It's a Dragoon! Doing that because I have to. And also doing this because I have to. Some Dragoon emoji spam. Very nice. Yep, attacking is obviously more damage. Recruiter will activate here to search for what I assume is another copy of Recruiter. Would have been funny if Blaze teched in like Rite of Spirit and Oracle, but I just don't think there's enough room for that. Allure of Darkness allows you to draw 2 cards. Banish 1. Dragoon here from Blaze actually, funnily enough, threatens lethal. Alchemist also recycles the Alchemist that gets banished by pointing word. Yes, yes. Surely you'll have time to draw and activate all of those effects. Surely. Copium. Allure of Darkness. Yep, Blaze thinking about the banish here, meaning it's not an obvious banish Recruiter to Dragoon for potential win. Banish Recruiter is what ended up happening. Okay, fair enough. Come on. Viewing extra deck, probably reading Dangerous right now. Right? I can't think of anything else. And let me tell you, Dangerous does not work here. It's definitely not good enough. Summons Breaker the Magical Warrior. Think from Ron. Oh man. If there is a Dragoon to follow up this Breaker, that could actually be game. Lets the Breaker go. Activates, actually targets the Future Fusion, which means probably doesn't have a Dragoon to go for game. But Ron is going to have his Dragoon still up for what would only be 1600 damage now because that Future Fusion is gone. It's only 1 Dragoon. So that's got to feel good if you're Blaze. But yeah, imagine not having Dragoon 9 cards in, right? Obviously not a good Dragoon player. Ron top decks a normal summon monster here though, and Ron wins. Ron wins. Haha. Hilarious. Alright, 1600 burn damage. Chooses not to switch the Destiny of Dragoon to sorry. Chooses not to switch the Destiny and Dragoon to defense here. This passes on that. Does Blaze have Dragoon now? Allure of Darkness, again, going to be 12 deep into the deck here. That is pretty crazy. Banishes Kaiku from hand. Surely Surely you have it. Dogma, dogma, dogma. And when I have 3 dogmas, I can sacrifice them all from my hand to summon Destiny Hero Dogmatica. No? Alright. That is not a legal play, I have been told. Sorry, Blaze. Dragoon will pop this face-down monster. It was indeed another copy of Kaiku. Can we draw Plasma? Can we do it? Also, why aren't you banishing your extra dogma, you clown? You would have more monsters in hand to set face down. Stop revealing dogmas over and over again. Does Blaze have a way to survive past this turn? Because Dangerous doesn't do it. Didn't have them when allured? Oof. That feels bad. I'm thinking about the Dangerous math here, right? No, I think the most Dangerous can get to is 2,800. Blaze, it's only game 1. Oh, and the recycling plant. And the poly. That's like... How do you draw the worst possible hand? Congratulations, Blaze. You are officially a Team JDG member. Welcome to Team JDG, where the draws suck and the luck is even worse. You guys know the JDG luck. It's great. Cursive and I have been testing Cyber Angels and we both keep opening multiple copies of Izana. Isn't that great? It's only JDG. Wonderful. Because everybody knows you want to play 2 Izana. Or you want to start with 2 Izana in your opening hand. Everybody knows. It's the ideal Cyber Angel hand. Obviously. Right, Ursus? Our expert Cyber Angel player will surely validate this point. Surely. Copium. Alright, we're going to game 2 of Dragoon versus Dragoon. Who Dragooned it better? Is Dragoon tier 1 in Banlist? Might be. Might be. Was that one of my goals when making the Banlist? Might be. Might be. Future Fusion activates. Declares the effect of Future Fusion even though it doesn't do anything yet. Might have been a misclick. We'll set 1 pass. Wait. Guys, Blaze. Have you guys been doing half burn damage with Dragoon? Did Sofa Court get screwed over? I don't think so, right? Because I haven't been thinking about that. As I was talking about is Dragoon tier 1, I realized, like, but it's been nerfed. Anyway, Breaker. Kona got it against Ursus. Oof. Thank you for that. I'm going to go ahead and update the bracket really quickly. Gonna go here. Kona going to the finals. Ursa is going to the bronze match. The match of bronze. I don't think Sophie lost with the burn damage. Okay, I hope not. Anyway, defusion here on the Dragoon. Well, the thing is, if Dragoon is tier 1, then it makes everyone's side defusion, which kind of makes it tier 2 automatically, right? Because if everybody's on 2 or 3 auto side cards against it that are just really good. So, it's a good balance, especially with the half burn damage. I think it's fine. It's like Dragoon's good, Spellproof's good. Cyber Dark is okay. I'm thinking what else. Cyber Blader's Stall is clearly good, as we saw last week. But it never had to go against Dragoon, so that's something to watch out for, potentially, right? That's really all I've seen in terms of like consistency, right? Because Crystal Beast could be good, but like we've had one Crystal Beast entry in 9 weeks, and it just lost in the first round. But Cursive said he got really bad hands, so we'll just have to take Cursive's word on that. Anyway, this breaker is, I believe, at 2,400. No, 21. Okay. We see a polymerization in form of a skill. We see a defusion from Blaze immediately. Now, if you're Ron, do you go ahead and attack? Yes, you do. You got to put everybody in top deck mode here. You don't want Blaze to have the option to draw 2 off a Wonder Wand. You take the damage, double banish, and now it's all down to top decking. This is still game 2. Yeah, okay. So even if Blaze manages to pull this off, there's still one entire game Ron has to lead on. Okay. If you didn't do burn against Self-Cord, that's good. Good to hear that. Would want Dragoon players to be the ones caught cheating first. Even though if you watch Winnabox, apparently it's the Speed Duel community where everybody cheats, and it's just about who can get away with it more. I'm just kidding. Not everybody cheated. Same thing in the SMC, right? Everybody cheats. All right. Everybody's just drawing back row. Double plasma in hand, surely it has to be. Double plasma or double dogma in hand here. Or just like recycling plant poly, right? It's so brickable. We got Allure Darkness. Banishing the plasma, yep. Good call on the plasma in hand. Summon Gravekeeper's Recruiter. Floodgate Trap Hole on a Recruiter. Can't feel good. It's funny, with burn damage being halved, I have to wonder if like Dark Paladin is better. It's not, because it has less attack points, but it also negates your opponent's like allures and future fusions and summoners are all the spells. I'm just listing spell cards as if people don't know what those are. Okay. It also negates Enchanting Fitting Room if someone's playing Duck. Ronwiz just sets another back row and does nothing else. Another Recruiter from Blaze. Do we have another Floodgate or something? Nope, this one is fine. We're going to go for 1,200 damage. Book of Moon, not going to take that 1,200. Because taking 1,200 puts you in range of any Dragoon burn. So that's not necessarily good. Any Dragoon burn, kind of. The monster would have to have, well, yeah, 200 attack. Any Dragoon burn, right? not a 0 monster attack. Got him. You can't destroy my Charcoal and Pachi with your effect and win the game. Defusion set for Ron 100%. Yeah, probably. That would be the read. I'm gonna just try to win with Recruiter here, and yep. I am guessing Defusion was the correct read here. And we're going to game 3. Three monster removal and floating back is better than negating spells or discards. Yeah, probably. It's still once per turn destroy a monster on the field and do some damage sometimes, which is still a lot better than what Dark Paladin is. So fair enough. But one thing to remember is Dark Paladin has the advantage that Dark Paladin's materials are both searchable with spell cards. You have Summoner's Art, you have Emblem of Dragon Destroyer, so both of those are actually something that works too. So just things to think about. Yeah, we don't have a lot of high power spells in the format. It's true. If we had high power spells in the format, nobody would play Looking into the Future. Wonder Wand, draw 2, +1 off the Recruiter. Yeah, the only reason Dark Wand would be good is it can main Defusion. That's not a bad thing, right? So it's specifically good in the Fusion Party Mirror, which is something. Couple of Lure of Darknesses here by Blaze after the Wonder Wand draw 2. I mean, I don't know if this deck is going to win, but it certainly draws a lot. And drawing cards, as you know, is fun. Very fun. You know I love drawing cards. Banish your card. Thinking on Banish here. Now, we know there's a Recruiter, and that's the last one. So he's done cycling through that. We know there's Kaiku in the deck. There's a Dogma, probably an extra Dogma. By the way, thanks to Ursus, I did see some Graveyard Hate side deck today. Just thought that was really funny. Fusion Party from Ron. Blaze digs through half his deck, doesn't get Dragoon. Ron's like, oh, you mean this thing? Yeah, I opened that. Welcome to JDG, Blaze. Probably do 3 Dogma again. Oh, were you trying to summon this purple card? Attack! Go Dragoon! And no Defusion to stop it. Oh, what kind of a hand is this? Dangerous is actually so bad in the mirror. It gets popped instantly. You take 1,000 if there's a Dragoon on the other side. And it can almost never boost itself to 3,200. Like, almost never. Normal summon Recruiter. Are we going to Wonder Wand cope here? We are going to Wonder Wand cope here. Is there a response? Nope. So Wonder Wand will draw 2 more cards. These might be the last chance Blaze has to turn this game around. Although I bet you there's like an over 40% chance Ron has Defusion face down. No target for Recruiter, makes sense. Is Recruiter even a mandatory effect? It is. Okay, so you do have to declare no target. Cool. Blaze is typing something. I assume this means 3 Plasma in deck for the second time. Sorry, just gotta say. Well, is it over? Can you set a monster face down to stall? Do you have something? Do you have anything? Okay, see, it's not over. Draw plasma. Banish Kaiku. There's no way 3 plasmas aren't 4 deck. 4 cards. 4 decks. There's also no way 3 plasmas aren't 4 decks. There's the face down card. Polymerization. Plasma. Dogma. Go. It's Duke. I see your Dragoon. And I match you. My own Dragoon. Ron, thinking on summon, Floodgate or Defusion could be in that back row. I mean, you say Allure to 1, but like, I don't know. Does it really need a hit? We'll see. I feel like Allure to 1 just like kills the deck though, right? I don't know, maybe. Maybe you just have to play what Ron is playing, which is the Future Fusion build. Right? What seems to be winning anyway, so haha! Anyway. Soma in the end phase. Another half burn damage card. Triple Defusion. Triple. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Let's go bronze match here as I'm going to update the bracket. Put Ron in the finals. Blaze in the bronze match. Ron, Cone Explosion, if you could please wait for the bronze match to finish. We'll see if they're listening to me or if they start first. We'll see what happens. Three of my 4 materials. Yeah, that's sad. Absolutely terrible. Yep. Alright, well, start the bronze match whenever you and Ursus are ready, please. Alright, thank you. It is kind of fun to draw cards. I agree. You're playing Blaze. Yeah, drawing cards is fun. And like, drawing cards is one of those things that's a lot more fun to do physically than it is to do like on a simulator though. So that's always one of the things about like, unless we get like full VR, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you actually get to like, you feel like you're physically drawing the card. That's one of those things that will never be the same playing, you know, on Dueling Book or something versus like actually physically drawing a card. It's just a cool feeling. All right, it's probably anime that makes it feel that way, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Also, if you get VR Yu-Gi-Oh, you could actually just draw from a dual disc, which is probably just like the best thing ever, right? So hopefully we get full VR Yu-Gi-Oh in our lifetime. And that way you can play Yu-Gi-Oh even when you're really old. And can barely, you know, actually walk around and stuff. Like, I mean, like, really old. Anyway, it's not the point. Alright, activate Magnetic Attraction. Reveal 2 Magnet Warriors to search Valkyrion, the Magna Warrior. 2 counters for the second skill of Magnetic Attraction. You know what would make Magnetic Attraction a tier 1 skill? Is if you tributed your opponent's monster to search Valkyrion. Yeah, that would do it. I think it's pretty good. What do you think? You think that's good? Fair and balanced? Yeah? Alright, cool. Summon Beta Pass. Seems pretty weak, honestly, right? But considering Blaze does not have any good luck to draw Dragoon. 12 monsters in my deck, having a single in my hand right now. I need to make a new account. This account is cursed. Ursa said, now we're even. And rock types are immune to traps. Yes! Make the skills as broken as possible. Wait, did you just say you don't have a monster but you're still allured? Banishes the dogma. That's a brave man right there, folks. I don't have anything to banish with this Allure of Darkness. I activate Allure of Darkness with 5 cards in hand. Alright, good luck. Anyway, first allure banish Dogma. Second allure will banish Plasma. Surely. Because I get the feeling if you don't banish Plasma, you don't have a play, right? It's probably like, hand is probably Plasma plus a normal summonable monster. Chooses to banish the normal summonable monster. Oh, got another one. Okay, cool, fair enough. Wonder Wand. Putting 2 counters on both monsters. Activating Wonder Wand, draw 2. Search 1. Going hard for the Dragoon draws rather than just crashing into the beta. Obviously, crashing into the beta and leaving the field empty is also bad because of magnetic field, potentially. So, that might be the reasoning behind that. Fusion Recycling Plant. Going to activate this to discard the recruiter we got and search a polymerization. Are we going to see a spell card? Polymerization. Funny enough, Magnetic Field is actually a counter to Dragoon if we're thinking Dragoon is a tier contender in Banlist format, right? Because Magnetic Field allows you to just bounce the Dragoon while just taking one hit. Has to go for the Desperation Dangerous here. However, it's not all bad because you still have Fusion Party and you still get to recycle the Plasma in end phase. So this is actually not a bad play at all. And Bot said it, but I might as well say it too. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit the follow button. Following is absolutely free and makes my follower count looks good, which makes me happy. That's all it does. It also notifies you when I stream, which I guess is the point, right? Sure. All right. End phase Fusion Recycling Plan obviously recycles a Plasma from the graveyard to hand, which is really good because now if you draw Dogma, you get to summon your boss monster. Ursus does not have Magnetic Field to out this Fusion monster immediately. That's crazy. You know, I wonder if we actually get into a Fusion heavy meta, does Magnets actually become good purely because they have an inherent out to purple cards? Like, you know, assume something happens, like maybe Cocoon gets errated again where it says if you summon a monster with this effect, you lose the duel next turn or something, right? Where they just kill it like they did in Conflict, right? You get, I don't know, Shining Flare Wingman, King of Swamp. What's a good Destiny Hero Denier plus like Destiny Hero, what's the good Destiny Hero fusion? I don't even remember the name. The one that's like any two Destiny Hero, not DPE, but like the other one that's like not as good, but it's still good. It's 2800. I don't remember. But say we get like that kind of stuff, right? Like, so fusions are obviously the best monsters. Cyber Twin Dragon, maybe, right? So with all that, would you have a meta where Magnetic Field is automatically also like anti-meta because it counters those purple cards? I think that kind of a meta would also just make Spellproof bad. Unless you're playing Spellproof with Cyber Twin Dragon, which I guess is like okay, but it's not great. But then again, Cyber Twin plus Jinzo is stupid. But so maybe it is still pretty good. And Spellproof does counter magnetic fields, so something would have to be done about Spellproof as well. There's a lot of things to think about. Anyway, Beta will go in here to try to bounce this Dangerous. It will succeed, and these two magnets will go in for damage. No, not Phoenix Enforcer. It's like... what's that Destiny hero called? Cyber Twin Jinzo SPA plus Diffusion. Yeah, that's crazy. That can't happen. Like, that Moth doesn't even have to be hit for that to become, like, top tier on its own. It's not just anti-meta. Spellproof just becomes meta at that point. Because you can't defuse Cyber Twin Dragon. You can't book it. And with Psychic Shockwave, you're probably afraid to flip your trap cards. And Jinzo. So, that becomes actually just disgusting. But I don't know if it's still good enough. We'd have to find out, right? Because can Spellproof afford to run things like Future Fusion? Maybe. Would you? Because you wouldn't have access to Fusion Party, right? So Future Fusion would realistically be the only way you're ever summoning... what do you call it? Cyber Twin. Right? Because there's no way you're running Poly, because that's just bad. Running Poly is bad unless we get Poly Searchers like Blazeman, right? Because King of Swamp I don't think can be used to summon Cyber Twin. And if you play King of Swamp, you don't even get to play Spellproof. So maybe it's not that good. Anyway, Dragoon will pop the Beta here doing 1300 damage. No, wait, Ursa's half. 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 I hope they're listening. Do I have to... Let me message them. Math time? They heard? 850. I got you. Unless you figured it out before I said it. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm glad I caught that. When did what change? What, Dragoon half burn damage? Dude, the first thing on the ban list is all effect damages have. It's the first thing on the ban list. Always has been. The ban list has never changed. And if it wasn't that way, that means you cheated. Congratulations. Anyway, Alpha, Beta, Gamma for Valkyrion, the hard summon of Valkyrion. Valkyrion, attack! No, gonna attack with Delta first. 2 Wonder Wands face down. Magnet Warriors win! Nice. Also completely irrelevant to Yu-Gi-Oh! But it is 99 degrees outside right now. Which is why I have the AC... a ceiling fan and a fan on, like a fan that sits on the floor. A portable fan on behind me. It's crazy. Crazy. We're all gonna melt someday. Anyway, until we melt, we play card games. (99 Fahrenheit, by the way, which for those who don't care about Fahrenheit is hold on, 99 degrees FTC. It's about 37.22222 degrees Celsius. So now everybody should know exactly how hot it is. And yes, Ursa's bringing in the Dragoon emote after slaying the Dragoon. Disrespect. By the way, one thing I will say is funny is that Dueling Book will get their time slot for the Dueling Book Weekly Speed Duel Tournament interrupted by the Remote Duel Extravaganza, although I'm sure they host a bunch of tournaments every weekend, so they kind of know that that's going to be happening. So, yep. You're in a heat wave. Aren't we all, man? Like, it is absolutely insane. This summer has just been like the craziest summer. Anyway, reveal 2 magnets. Grab a Valk. The only thing that could make it worse is like if we start getting really strong hurricanes hitting everywhere. Although I don't know if that's already happened yet. It just hasn't happened in the US, so I haven't paid attention to it. Which is kind of messed up, but I'm not gonna track every hurricane ever. Anyway, T-set pass after searching the Valk. He revealed what? Did he reveal alpha and beta? So this could be alpha. Could also just have drawn gamma. This is my girl. You know what would be cool though in midterms is actually could be a Bastion thing. Bastion did play Electromagnetic Warriors, so we could actually get, like, if Konami wants us to, obviously, we could actually get magnet support as the Bastion cards. Like, Bastion deck could theoretically be like half Water Dragon, half magnets. Anyway, Metaverse to activate Magnetic Field from deck. Set 1. Attack with Gamma. Recruiter, that's a bonk. Sorry. Very smart there. Recruiter does bounce to hand. You attack with the Gamma first because you know your opponent is on Recruiter. Beta will attack for 1700. Electromagnets would be awesome. Hell yeah. I mean, they gave us Delta and Magnetic Field already, right? So at this point, why not just make magnets actually be good? Because I'm pretty sure, yes, the skill does work with Electromagnetic Warriors. Wait, does it? I don't think so. Because are those technically Magnet Warriors? Both field spells do get to stay because we do play by the current master rule of Yu-Gi-Oh! I know there's a delay on stream, but hopefully that they heard it. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm glad the skill works with Electromagnetic Warriors because otherwise they wouldn't be as good. So, Konami, give us Electromagnetic Warriors. You don't have to give us the big boss monster because that's like really broken. But give us the small guys. That would be nice. All right, Allure of Darkness from Blaze here. Seen that 100 times already. The thing is, actually, this with the half burn damage specifically, this feels like a really bad matchup for Dragoon, doesn't it? Because you do have damage, cool, but then what? Like, your monster is just gonna get outed, and if you're only doing half damage on your turn, your opponent can easily absorb the hit from Magnetic Field's effect being needed to pop off. The hit you need to take to activate your magnetic field. There you go, I figured it out. I have words. Kaiku, Wonder Wand. Okay. Choosing to go all in for the fusion here, potentially, if you... Okay. Yeah. I think from now on, if you're a Dragoon, you probably got a side like Cosmics, right? Assuming you have it this time. Because it not only would you put it in for any defusions, which is almost every game too, you would also then put it in for things like this. But then on the other hand, Magnets can just side in defusion and then have even more answers to your monsters. Which is just absolutely insane. Heck, they could put in Lost Wind just to troll. Anyway, 850 off the Dragoon burn. It might be correct to summon Dragoon in attack mode, because then at least the monster that attacked into it would also die if you do the suicide for the magnetic field effect. But here you just need to take damage and then effect, right? Ah, put a straight flush in there. Yeah, it's not good enough. I should have known that, but I don't look at decks carefully. I just need to look at them to make sure they're, you know, legal. So I really just look for DD Warrior Ladies and Breakers at this point, because it would be really stupid if someone played Parasite in a non-Parasite deck. Magnetic Field will bounce that Dragoon. Book of Moon on the Gamma. Second Gamma will get in for 1500, looks like. Yep. How do you win this if you're Blaze from this point? I don't think it's winnable. Oh no, you should have added Dogma. It still wouldn't be good enough though. The most damage you could do is 1500 by attacking into Gamma. So there's not much you can do about that. Good games. Alright. It's time for the finals. Let's do it. We're going to give Ursus the third place here, and then the finals may begin whenever Ron, Wiz, and Konaplosion are ready. Let's go. Summon an attack, burn one, and he can't crash me. Right. Okay, that's true. No, that would definitely have been the out. Yeah. Wait a minute, Ursus, dude, Ursus, you should play Golden Ladybug. Play Golden Ladybug in Santa Claus. All right, let's go. The finals of Banlist number 9. Ron Wiz versus Konaplosion. Dueling book name, Bad Alex. That Crowler skill looked like a Destiny hero dangerous. Now it's fine. Alright. Middle-aged mechs, set to pass. Future Fusion. Opening Future Fusion, as we know, is very good. What's fun? Maybe next week I'll get some better draws. Cope indeed. Or you can discover a brand new deck. Insane. I don't know. Alright. Future Fusion and back row from Ron Wiz. Normal summon DD Warrior Lady from Konaplosion, Bad Alex. Attacks for 1500. 1500. Book of Moon. Zoma the Spirit. Spins to defense. But I like Dragoon. Me too, but alas. Sometimes you can't play the same deck every week. Or you can. I get bored doing that. Good call. Future Fusion will trigger its first effect here to send Dogma and Plasma to grave. All set up for a nice Dragoon next turn. Breaker the Magical Warrior. Second counter for middle-aged mechs. Book a move for Breaker. So much so I sub, but Prime isn't until tomorrow. Unlocks as Curse stole it. Wow, ban Cursive. Zoma will get banished by DD Warrior Lady. Can Bad Alex use this middle-aged mechs right now to summon the huge golem? It actually wouldn't be a great play because Dragoon is coming. Dragoon is here. It's a future fusion. It's a Dragoon. Breaker can be flipped face up now. And we have potential lethal on board. Do we have a wall of disruption to weaken these monsters? Show me the wall. No wall. 1600 damage. Show me the wall. No wall. Book of Moon on the Dragoon, flipping it face down for now. But how do you out it is the question. Already used up one warrior lady. Do you have a second? Do you have the second warrior lady? Ursa said Berserk scales phase down. Ah. Yep. Yeah, that would have done it. That would have won the game. The plus 1000 does allow enough to survive and make the plays. Bad Alex bricking Ron Wiz, picking up game 1. Easy win. Easy. Now, the Crowler skill looks like a Dragoon for a second. Fun glitches, Dueling Book. Very fun. Thank you. Dueling Book and glitches name a more iconic duo. Runwiz setting the entire hand. No future fusion. No dogma. No plasma. Yeah, I think the field spell was always two field spells allowed, because the field spell master rule was actually like a long time ago. So yeah, pretty sure. Anyway, Zoma end phase here. As didn't get to do much. Bad Alex might have bricked again. Did just set a bunch of cards, including a field spell, which is, you know, could be anything. Smile. Please, destroy my field spell. Activate your Dust Tornado and target my field spell. What's that? You have a Night Beam you want to use on my field spell? Cosmic Cyclone. No, don't target my field spell with that. No, my field spell. What have you done? That's funny. Okay, so much for that. So much for, hey man, you wanna destroy my field spell? It's like, I'll banish it. No, that's not what I meant. Floodgate Trap Hole on the DD Warrior Lady. Ron thinking about chaining something to this, probably Book of Moon. Nope, let's it go. Chain, double cyclone. Ooh, that cosmic was huge. Target Flood and Zoma the Spirit. Can Alex make a play here, though? No. Still no plays. Another DD Warrior Lady. The last DD Warrior Lady, by the way. 1500 more damage. Soul Exchange. On the face up, no. No, you're supposed to target the face down monster. No. With only 2,500 life points left, is it over? Attacks for 15. Oof. Gotta have a play here. No, Toon Golem. No, regular Golem. Open to both. Open to game 1. Ancient Gear. More like Ancient Brick. Alright. Well, congrats to Ron Wiz Mike playing Slow Dragoon, not Dragoon Turbo. Actually had Zoma, DD Warrior Lady, Book of Moon, no Allure of Darkness, had Future Fusion. So maybe Slow Dragoon is the right Dragoon. Not to mention, I don't think Ron Wiz actually got to, had to play Magnets. So that's something to also think about. Where you want to be Dragoon, maybe you play Magnets. So yeah, and Ancient Gears breaks a lot, which is why we need more consistency cards for Ancient Gear, such as Ancient Gear Wyvern. Would be nice. Anyway, until next week, where Banlist 10 will be next week, but obviously I am going to skip the Extravaganza week, as not only will nobody care about Banlist, but I myself will be playing Speed Duels and Remote Duels every single day that weekend. Got nothing else going on, made sure of that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week though. We still got time until the Extravaganza, but until then, thank you for coming. For the VOD, like, comment, subscribe as always. If you made it this far, you are awesome. You'll see the deck list as your reward. But until then, a Terramaster out.